any foreign leader meeting Donald Trump in the Oval Office expects some element of political theatre. And this time it was the first chance for journalists to ask questions about Iran. And that's exactly how it went. When I asked him what he expects now from European partners in assisting him over Iran, he lashed out against Spain and against Britain. Against Spain because it so far refuses to sign up to the 3.5% defence spending target of NATO, and against Britain because Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, hesitated before allowing the US to use British air bases.
Some of the European, like Spain, has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. I'm not happy with the UK either. We are very surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
Merz didn't get much of an opportunity to defend his European and NATO partners.
The answer on that is quite simple. We are trying to convince Spain to catch up with the 3% or 3.5%, which we agree on in NATO. And as the President said, it's correct. Spain is the only one who is not willing to accept that. And we are trying to convince them that this is a part of our common security.
The biggest challenge was that Trump hardly went where Merz wanted him to go. That's the issue of Ukraine, where the Europeans are struggling to get back at the negotiating table, and the question of a tariff agreement, which still isn't in force between the European Union and the US.
I think you should hit them very, very hard. Every single country wants to make the deal they already have. In other words, a deal that we have using the other authority, they want to make the same deal.
All of that leaves one question. Are you leaving Washington with any commitments on tariffs for Ukraine?
I'm leaving DC with my deep impression that the US administration clearly knows what is at stake in Ukraine, and that this country cannot only do more concessions on territory as they already did. And this is only the part which is militarily occupied by Russia. And my impression is that the president is now more understanding what is at stake for this country, and this is a very firm position of the Europeans.
So there may have been steps forward, but both the tariff issue and what will happen next on Ukraine remains unresolved.